Right, what is going on YouTube? Got another 66 here for you, and yeah, I just gotta say that in this video I am using the Mega Kang, but this is the last battle I have with the Mega Kang. I've taken the Kang off of it now, so my Kang, it has a life orb now instead of the Kang, so you're never going to be seeing Mega Kang after this video. Do not worry about that, because I know it's Uber and that, but I mean, come on, fuck you, Smogan. So I'm going to lead with it. It is my staple lead. It is brilliant. He sends this Umbreon in, and I know this thing is tanky as fuck. Umbreons can take hits, especially with the Moonlight, Toxic, Heal Well, all that good stuff. Like, go straight for Fake Out. One, because it's just what this Kangaskhan does, even without, you know, Parental Bond, just with Life Orb, the Fake Out does. To be honest, I genuinely think that Kangaskhan is better with a Life Orb instead of Mega, other than Power Up Punch. But, yeah, he takes it really well, as I predicted. I go for the Earthquake here because I saw that he did have an Aegislash in his team, and I thought he might be switching it in, thinking that I'd go for a return, but he doesn't. He just stays in and goes for the Toxic on me. So, and gets some lefties up. So I get some poison damage. So, considering that I knew he was just going to keep this thing in, I go for the return. I really didn't think it'd kill, but with the Parental Bond, it just barely manages to scrape that last bit of HP. And I do want to point out, if that had been Kangaskhan with just a Life Orb, that return definitely would have taken it out in one hit. So, you know, Mega Kangaskhan overrated just because of the Power Up Punch, honestly. He goes into his Aegislash here, but makes a really good play. Goes for the double switch out as I go for the Earthquake. And he's basically setting himself up in a really good position here. It's going to force me to switch out, so I do. I switch out and I go into my Moltres just to see what this thing's going to do, try and take any hits, see what's happening. But he goes for a double switch again, like that's the second time he's switched out now. He goes into the Leafeon, which one double switch too many, my friend. It's going to force him to switch back out once again. Really wish I had Stealth Rocks up. He goes into this Togekiss thing. So I just go for the Air Slash on whatever was going to come in, just to get some safe damage. Now, I know that a lot of these Togekisses do the whole bloody paralyse you, then flinch you with Serene Grace. Couldn't be bothered with any of that shit, so I go straight for the Safeguard, making sure he can't paralyse me. He went for the Dazzling Gleam. I miss my Heat Wave, which is annoying, and he goes for the Psychic. So, seeing that it was pretty obvious he'd go for the Psychic again just to get the kill. So I switch in Bishop to just eat that Psychic up. And, yeah. Knew I'd outspeed this thing. Go straight for the super effective Iron Head on this little fairy thing. Straight out. I mean, that Togekiss had no chance against a max attack Bishop. No way. With a Steel Plate as well, so, yeah. He's going to go for the King Shield here, which I didn't really understand. I went straight for the knockoff, but I don't know whether he didn't know that Bishop runs Defiant or not, but yeah, I don't know why he did that, because basically a wasted turn. I mean, I guess he got the Safeguard out, but he wasn't planning on statsing me anyway. I'll go for the knockoff here. It pissed me off a bit that even though I went for the knockoff, he gets the weakness policy, because, I mean, that's just annoying. Goes for the stance change, and straight for the Sacred Sword. And, yeah, there's no chance Bishop's going to take that critical hit as well. Absolutely deadly towards Bishop. He's 4 times weak to it. He's got nothing in defense. Here's a goner. So I bring Moltres in. He does predict the Heat Wave. I could have gone straight for the Safeguard, but honestly, I wasn't too bothered at this point. I knew he'd go for this King Shield. It's the obvious play. I go for the Heat Wave here just to try and get some damage off. But, you know, King Shield. So, switch form again. Go for the Shadow Sneak, and I was very disappointed in Moltres here. Really didn't think that I thought it could take a Shadow Sneak better than that. But, I mean, I guess he did have the weakness policy, but still. Come on, Moltres. So, I mean, obvious stance change is obvious, you know, King Shield. It's pretty much the most predictable play. He's pretty much just scouting out, see what this thing can do. I knew that he'd go for the King's Shield, go straight for the Calm Mind, get myself a nice little special boost on this thing. Because, yeah, it's annoying as shit. So, goes for Shadow Sneak there. Max HP Sigilyph takes it like an absolute beast, honestly. I go for the Psychic, and it does take it out. I knew it would, especially with the Calm Mind. So, got my max HP, max food Sigilyph here, sitting on like 11 HP, is it? I don't know. So this Froggy thing comes in, and at this point, I'm still pretty confident that I could have outsped it, but I didn't want to risk it, because Sigilyph definitely still has its uses. It really does hit hard, but, Special Greninja, standard, annoying, bleh. So I bring in my little egg guy, and he goes to the Ice Beam here, which confused me a bit. I was like, okay, bit of a waste of a turn, but fair enough. If you want to knock yourself down with Life Orb, fine by me. I go for the Toxic here. That is just because I really did think he'd switch out, but had I known he'd stayed in, probably would have gone for the Seismic Toss. Don't really know what else we would have done. I doubt I would have Toxic'd it. Yeah, so he goes to the Ice Beam again. At this point, I think he's just trying to get the free sacks on me. He gets a crit, which none of this matters, honestly. Had he got the free sacks, he would have been in a very good position, and I would have been very, very annoyed, but he doesn't get the free sacks, luckily. So I go for a Seismic Toss there. I just want to knock this thing into Death by Poison range, really. Get this thing off the field. One last Ice Beam from the Greninja. No chance for freeze action, mate. And I'm going to go for a Soft Boiled. Get straight, with the leftovers, get all the way back up to full. And act as if basically this Greninja was not on his team, because I'm in the exact same position as I was like 3 or 4 turns ago before this thing even came in. So that is a Deadass Greninja. Sends out the Leafeon now. And I thought this thing might actually be specially based, because the Umbreon was defensive based. I thought the Leafeon would be specially based, but I didn't want to risk it. I go into the Sigilyph to take the attack, but it goes to a Grass Whistle, which really surprised me. That 55% accuracy. Before I die, I just get a Psychic off, just see how much it does. It does a shit ton. It does so much. It knocks it into like low yellow range. So I knew at this point that the Leafeon was also defensive, but it didn't really matter because Emir Khan could come in and sweep out. He left it in. I thought he'd just leave it in because Death Fodder and that. But I see that he's got the Rocky Helmet on this thing, which kind of sucks for me, because that double Rocky Helmet damage plus the poison, it's not going to leave Emir Khan in a very good position. My throat is going. Jesus. Yeah, so now he's going to bring in this Charizard. I didn't know if it would be X or Y. A lot of people running X recently, which is fine by me, because I think they're not very good. Not compared to Y, anyway. So, I'll go for the return, just want to see how well this thing can take it. Doesn't take it very well at all, gets knocked straight into red. Again, had this been a Kangaskhan with Life Orb, a return would have also knocked it into red, but he goes for Dragon Claw. It's definitely going to be Emir Khan down, but Emir Khan's done well this game. Definitely done fine. So I go into Gliscor for the first time this match. I don't think I've ever sent Gliscor out for the first time this late. But Dragon Claw, you know, Gliscor's going to take it. He knows how to deal with these physical attacks. I go for the Toxic on this thing just because I didn't want to risk the Ice Fang on it, just in case it didn't kill. Because, you know, I don't want to be messing about with that. I'll go for the Protect. He stays in anyway. There's no point in switching out. Doesn't need to. Goes to Dragon Claw. Oh, hang on. I think that might be his last poke. Anyway, Charizard X goes down. I get some Poison Heal. Nom nom nom. And yeah, that was his last Pokemon, so he couldn't have switched out. But, yeah, it was a great game, Niko. Thanks for that. Yeah, cheers, mate. Good game. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And yeah, see you later.